Hey everybody, this is Sophisticated Spy. I also have another channel, the Sophisticated Spy Tarot, on YouTube. Um, it's under Gloria Norwood, but like I said, I want to do a reading about the spirits, excuse me, about the spirits that I saw. Well, I won't say they're spirits. I would say they're like miniature little people, and I don't know where they came from. Like I said. If you've been following my story, I've had a scenario where I almost had a near-death experience. Well, when I came to my senses, um, I was in a ditch and I got out of the ditch. But when I got home, I saw like little miniature people and they were waving at me and I was waving at them. Um, so, they say that we are the giants, and I never knew that until I saw these little people outside my home, where it was, I was having a lot of paranormal activity. But they were nice to me, and I was nice to them. But there were some spirits that were dark and demented in that house. I don't know if they followed me, which they probably did, because I can see them. So I hope they like learn how to behave themselves, even in the spiritual realm. Um, because as readers, all we do is we just read for the spirits, so we can get the messages out that spirit wants to provide for the community. I like to provide for the community if I could. Um, and I think that my ancestors had guided me here, and I'm thankful to be here. So I try to I try to take everything with a grain of salt. So yeah, somebody was being greedy. Spirit said somebody was being possessive. Um, Somebody had some stinginess. Maybe could have been overspending. Um, they needed self protection. They needed protection from themselves because they were harming themselves and probably overspending, just going broke, trying to keep up with other people. And they were egotistical, lack confidence, lack of recognition, unpopular. Somebody was discredited. Somebody had a private achievement. Somebody knew their self worth. Somebody was hustling, living beyond their means, obsessed with work, and had false success. That's what the spirits want to tell me. But I would love to see those spirits again, or those little people again. They were so nice. They were so kind. We only knew each other for a second, but it felt like a lifetime. Yeah, somebody was in the King of Swords energy. Somebody had their head over their heart. Somebody was disciplined, truthful, honest. Somebody had mental clarity and authority. Yes, somebody was in the King of Swords energy. Could have been a possible real king in the past life. Hundreds of years ago. Definitely is. There's a king energy out here. And that king energy could have passed on. I'm sorry that you passed on, but I'm here to send you messages. Send messages from the grave and beyond. So I'm definitely here and I can listen and you can tell me anything. And it'll stay on social media so we can get the messages out to the community and for whoever you need the messages to go to. Yep, somebody was in the lover's energy. Somebody could have been lovers out here. hundreds and hundreds of years ago. They were lovers with somebody. Could have been this positive energy right here. Somebody they were lovers hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Isn't that amazing, everybody? Yeah, a tarot reader that was learning how to read tarot could have passed over. They could have been doing tarot readings back then, hundreds of years ago. Yep, and now somebody is courageous and persistent. They were testing somebody's faith back then. Somebody was resilient, had boundaries, needed to have a last stand in something, in some type of situation they were in. Somebody was gearing up for worse pessimism. Somebody was weary. Somebody was living in the past. They needed forgiveness. Somebody had was lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home and independence, and they could have passed away. And there's also a king or queen of cups that passed away. They were in their inner feelings. They had self-care. They had self-love. They had codependency, and they were insecure. So that was confirmation. My phone is ringing. So no telling what these spirits want to talk about. You know, like I said, the lovely spirits that I saw, they were very nice. So yeah, somebody, Empress could have done something years ago, because this is coming out sort of sideways, that put them in abundance so they could be nurturing and be fertile and feminine. Somebody had good parenting. Somebody was trying to have good parenting and development and accomplishment, growth and evolution and action. So yes, there's an Empress out there that's a good parent. Kudos to you, Empress. Maybe the spirits want to tell that Empress out there that they're a good parent. But yeah, here we go again. The lover, somebody used to read tarot and they were a lover with this lady hundreds of years ago. These were real people. So let's see what type of love messages that they have that they want to get out to the community. Yeah, somebody passed away. They definitely had a death and they want to talk about it. But spirit, I don't know much about death. I just know I've seen a ghostly figure um that had like a robe on, but he didn't have a sky but he had a robe on and he was holding someone by the neck, like he was guiding them into the underworld, and it kind of scared me. So yeah, death is real. Death is a real person. He didn't have a face. All you could see was the robe. He did not have a face. Somebody was coming to collect that death came to collect a twin flame soulmate. They come to collect on some twin flames. Somehow, somewhere, Spirit is telling me someone needs their chakras aligned. Yep, shock. Somebody needs their chakras aligned. Somebody is shocked with the sudden change in somebody of a twin flame. And they thought somebody was so old school, maybe they were never gonna update themselves. No, somebody could have been living in an old era and they feel like they need to upgrade. Their twin flame needs to upgrade with the times and be more into technology and AI and those things of that nature. Yep, somebody has some self-indulgence. Somebody didn't have any self-worth or value. Somebody needed time to heal. Somebody needed to do some shadow work and they needed some self-appreciation. Somebody still holds on to somebody's picture that passed away. They're into that person. They love that person. But this person has that dragonfly energy. They're lighthearted and adapted. They're finding out and changing things. Things coming to the light. They need to heal. Yep, someone got somebody on camera. Somebody's reminiscing, making memories, learning from the past. And perspective. Somebody is in the teddy bear energy. Somebody was a teddy bear when they were alive. They were interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, wanting to date. And somebody could have been, that teddy bear energy should have been making healthy choices. You know, they need your self-love and self-care. They need to be happier and love life. Yeah, if somebody's in love with somebody. Ain't that amazing? Somebody got unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. Mm. Yeah. Somebody made a love call. Somebody was expressing love to somebody. Somebody got messages of love, thinking of you. Somebody's informing somebody that they thinking of them and they love them. And spirit from the other side wants to let you know that they love you and they're thinking of you. Whoever's out there in the collective, in the tarot community. And yep, somebody's been sipping coffee, meeting and talking with somebody, savoring the moment, feeling elevated and building friendship. Yeah, somebody's been sipping the tea, gossiping. Most definitely. Confirmation on that. Somebody's been gossiping. Yep. But somebody got cut down though, okay? Like a lemonade, okay? Somebody got separated. Somebody stopped the pattern, silent treatment. Ooh, somebody passed away. Lord Jesus, somebody got new beginnings and liberation. Somebody's reborn and transition. Somebody could have had a tragic ending in their life. That's the Spirit wants you to let them know. The Spirit wants you to know out there in the community that they had a tragic ending. And that's the reading for today. Like and subscribe if you're interested. Thank you for joining my channel, and I'll be back with another one. Enjoy this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Have a great day.